I recently seen something talking about Casanat and the streaming university, and I want to talk about it. Now, when it comes to the streaming university situation, I didn't apply. Why I didn't apply? Because the same reason that Buddy that told the story. But Buddy that told the story was just like it was pre-planned, and not to say that Kai planned the streaming university, but I just know I knew when it was going down it was already in motion before we even knew about it. And that's how a lot of the streaming stuff works. Whenever you see somebody talk about, oh, they're gonna do this and that, they more than likely already planned it. Cause same thing I'll be doing. I'll say I'm gonna do something. If I don't plan it, it's more than likely not gonna happen. Which is why we ain't even gonna talk about that. But more than likely they plan it. W album promotion account. I don't got my thingy box on yet. But that's why I didn't want to join in. So when I seen other people talking about, oh, I risk my job for this, I was just like, why would you do that? One, if you didn't already have a connection to Kai or the AMP people or anybody around Kai, your chances was slim to nothing. I promise you, your chances was probably like 5%. And for the people, think about it like this. Zoe Spencer. If y'all know who Zoe Spencer is, she tried to go on it. She applied. It didn't work. Literally, that's because of previous things, but still, think about it. People that's close to him didn't even get into it that applied. I believe DDG's little sister's boyfriend. That's a wild train of thought. But DDG's little sister's boyfriend applied, who is connected to Kai because DDG's connected to Kai. It's an iffy thing. You don't like Zoe. And W1K views too. Y'all snapping. Keep it going. But why you don't like Zoe? Cause that's probably why people didn't get chosen too, cause people not liked by the general consensus and whatnot. When I looked at the list, I seen a few names that I like knew was gonna be there. Like Zeddy, Dabo. There was a lot of people on that list that was like, oh, you was gonna be on this list regardless of if the list existed. Her vibe to me is off. Valid, valid. Either way, it was not pre-planned, but I'm 110% sure that shit was pre-planned. And I'm 110% sure majority of people weren't gonna get picked. But where I will give Kai his credit, this was the one time that I seen that he was like, he's gonna breach his clout out to everybody. This was everybody's opportunity, honestly, to use Kai's clout in his name. Because it was a one way where you could just post something connected to him and it's gonna get views because everybody looking at it, he looking at it too. So if you didn't do it that of what you should have did, that's on you. I'll tell you, I even thought about it, but I just didn't even want to go through it. That's me. Maya Buckets, Maya getting accepted is an outrage. Who is Maya Buckets? I don't know who that is. Exactly. Hey, that's what I'm saying, y'all. It really could have been anybody in there that would have gotten in. To be mad that it's not you, that's probably one of the dumbest things you could do. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's one of the dumbest things you could do, especially within this day and age where there's way more things you could do to being a content creator. And I know that sounds weird coming from somebody that's doing content creation, but I do got other stuff that I'm doing too. So do not do stuff like this. And I think I seen some guy posted, yo, what's good, Eli? I seen some guy post a whole video explaining how he got denied, and his whole thing was he's a 3D artist who makes 3D animations and whatnot. Not Internet Boy. It's not Internet Boy, but it's somebody completely different. And in his denial video, he showed the entry, his little application. The application was fire. He had himself going from 3D into the real world and all this extra stuff, saying that he gonna make the dorm room a 3D environment and all this extra. That's fire. But immediately when I seen that video, I was just like, that's too much. Not to say it's a bad thing, but it's like that idea will overtake this idea. And though the whole thing's for y'all to go there, learn, and blow up, come on, Kai does not want, and not to say he really do, but Kai don't want somebody to just overtake his whole thing. And that is something that could go that far. So within that, you got to think to yourself, am I bigger than this? And half of the time, the answer is yes. You just didn't put in enough work to get to that point. And Streamer University wasn't it. That's how I feel about that guy in that situation, because he was actually fire. His stuff is fire. I might put a link or the video somewhere, but his stuff is actually fire. It doesn't fit the whole essence of Streamer University. It sounds like he's trying to do something completely different within what Kai is trying to do, which I'll say I wouldn't even let that fly. What Kai probably will do is hit him up as a video editor or something of the source. That's why I'm for the community, unlike Kai. Kai's for the community, but you gotta remember, he got his family to feed, he got bills to pay, he got all this stuff, so gotta make sure the money coming in, gotta make sure the money rolling in. So of course the people that's gonna get the most content, most views, they get picked first. Of course the people that are closer to being more up and coming, they getting picked. People that was already close to Kai, they getting picked. That's why shout out to DDG, he a teacher. I'm surprised Drewski wasn't on that shit, but he not a streamer, so it makes sense. When I'm famous, I'm gonna teach my ways like my goal Ren. Hey, y'all seen me come up, y'all seen me do what I gotta do. And within it all, I don't think he's paying. And I recently found out it's only a week too. It's only a week. People are quitting their jobs for something that's only gonna happen for a week. Nigga, you could just call off. You could put in your PTO. You could why are y'all quitting y'all jobs for something that's only gonna be going on for a week? That shit don't make sense to me. I promise you, it makes no sense to me on why that's the thing. But either way, kudos to those people, because now it's like, what you gonna do? Now it's like time to. Honestly, I just think they should just muster up whatever they could from the cloud and push. You feel me? Once I move into my own place, I'm gonna start streaming again. Valid. And one thing I try to tell people, man, it's good to have your passions, but have your priorities straight. You feel me? Streaming shit fine, you can go all out, but make sure you got your priorities straight. If you got bills, that's already something you gotta take care of. Streaming not gonna pay your bills. Don't try to make it pay your bills. You feel me? Excuse me. If you got kids, please do not try to use your kids as content. Do not look at your kids as content and money. Your kids got a life that they need to live, and that's a decision that they need to make later on in life if they want to do content. But that's one thing I told myself. I'm not going to use my kids as content, because it's never happened to me, but I've seen it from the outside in. That shit is not cool. It's like that kid trying to be legit. That kid trying to live a life, play with Legos and stuff, and you out here trying to make him do TikTok dances and ice bucket challenges and whatnot. What if he got hypothermia? Well, what if he get hypothermia? What if he anemic? And that ice, come on. That's why I said, do not put kids into this. It's stupid. It's not, they gonna be content. No. I'll say, if my kid hits the age, well, when they hit the age like 16, then we could talk about content, being a content creator. Unless from a jit you talented at something that originally generates attention, rather than me trying to force you to be the attention seeker or the attention grabber. You are naturally the attention grabber. Like, you're a comedian, or you're a good dancer, or a good singer of sorts. But if you ain't got no talent, I'm out here just trying to make you do ice bucket challenges and TikTok dances, I'm doing wrong as a parent. And not to say, because I'm 110% sure majority of the people that's in the Streamer University is like jits. So who knows what their parents got in store for them and what their parents doing for them. Hopefully it's Hopefully they got them on the right track. I'll say that. Hopefully none of these kids' parents did not know they was doing this and doesn't know what's about to happen. It's only a week too. That's what I'm saying. It's only a week. My kid's gonna be content or they're gonna have to get. Look, my kids can do whatever they want as long as I ain't gonna say too much. I was about to say as long as it's right, but then I know people, oh, what is right? What is wrong? But, all right. My kids gonna do whatever they want in my house. Simple as that. Everywhere else there are rules and regulations of the world that, hey, you gotta face it. As simple as that. That's literally life at that point. And are we gonna be tuning into the streaming university? Maybe a couple days. You feel me? I'm actually interested to see y'all. No, DDG is one of my favorite content creators, and he is a teacher slash professor there. So I do want to see